How are you? Welcome back. Right, today we're going to go over every single dividend that I received in October. It was a hell of a month. I want to show you the portfolio growth that I've seen as well, because by Christ, these are the sort of months that transform your portfolio. There's a saying around, if you miss out on the 10 biggest days in the market over a given investing career, it really slashes the returns that you're going to end up with. So let's go over it. So first of all, we're going to start with the smallest. We're going to go up from there. I got a dividend from Realty Income. Of course I did. I do every month, right? They're a monthly paying REIT, real estate investment trust. They basically invest into property in the US, and all of the rent that they get, that they receive, commercial property, they have to give out over 90% of that as a dividend to the investor, and that's how they qualify as a REIT. So that paid me £13.77. Right, so it ticks along nicely. It ticks along quietly. Let's have a look at it here in the portfolio. It is one of the only positions I have that's in the red. I'm down by 5%, which is nearly 200 quid. But that dividend comes in on a monthly basis. I have held it for a long time, and I will continue to hold it despite it being in the red. It gives me diversification across property in the US, which I'm more than comfortable with. The second one that I got then was Aviva. So Aviva is doing well. So Aviva is here 41% up. Now that is a biannual dividend payer, and it pays at a rate of 6.15%. So not only am I 40% up, I get 6% back on everything that I have invested. I'm actually more than 40% up because I held it within Hargreaves Lansdown originally. I got to about 50% up, then I sold it, moved to trading 2 and 2. Since I've bought it, it's gone up another 40%. So I've nearly doubled my money into Aviva. Now I've held it for 5 years, right? I've received those dividends regularly twice a year for 5 years, and I've seen nearly 100% growth in it. So I only got £3,000 in there. That paid me £60.43. Did I say that already? Can't remember. £60.43. Every single penny gone straight back into Aviva, by the way. I don't take any of the dividend income out. I reinvest them into the businesses or funds that pay them. And that, of course, is how we get that snowball effect. The compounding begins to happen. All of that sort of good, sweet stuff that we want when we're investing for the long term. And the third one that I got was my little S&P 500. So I use VUSA, VUSA. It's a dividend paying version of that, and I just like the dividends. I say it all the time. I just love the motivation that I get from them dividends coming in. Now, VUSA paid me on the 1st of October £90 and 51 pence. So that brings my total income over the course of October to £164 and 70 pence. Every single penny reinvested back into every single business or fund that paid it. As you can see, I've got about £1,300 in cash available. That's because I sold out of Pepsi because I was sick of it. I'm going to use that to invest into something else, something that I can't mention when I'm talking about trading 2 and 2. So I'll do some separate content on that. But think about it. What happened this month? What changes came in? I'll let you know when I can let you know. So basically, over the course of the month, that then means my portfolio is now sitting at 147,644, and the portfolio has gone up by 6,640 quid, right? A 4.8% return over the course of the last month alone, right? We've talked about the market potentially being overvalued. We've talked about the fact that people think that we're going to see a significant crash, and we may well do. We may well see 20, 30, 40% crash tomorrow. Who knows? Who cares? Because I'm doing it for years. And that sort of growth over the course of a month really does help transform your portfolio in the long term. Now then, since I started this, let's have a look here. So those are the three right there. You can see them. I actually did get a dividend from Pepsi as well back in the last month, but sold out of that now, so I won't be getting any more from that. So when we look at total history, then total dividends, that's £5,000 that I've had, right, coming in from investing into businesses and funds and doing it for years. That's an additional five grand on top of the returns that we can see there. So this portfolio, when I put it to max, that nearly puts us at 88% up now. And I'm at a point where the growth that I'm seeing in it is nearly starting to outstrip the deposits that I put into it. So let's have a look. It has. Okay. So it's gone up 20% over the course of the last year. Over the course of the last year, I've only put in 15 grand. I say only, it's a hell of a lot of cash. I've obviously still got £4,500 nearly remaining that I need to think about trying to work out how I'm going to invest it. What I'm actually going to do potentially is open InvestEngine stocks and shares ISA because I want diversification across those portfolios. I've also got an InvestEngine business account, so a business investment account that I use within there. Let's show you that now. So in the interest of transparency, this is a completely transparent account. You're not going to get one more than this. You can see that I've got another 74k invested through InvestEngine, around £16,000 in the Monday Smart Overnight Return. Right, that's a relatively safe way of investing money. That's because that's the tax that's due. I have to pay £16,000 in bloody tax. So that's due to be paid end of January or whenever it is. I can't remember. That's up by £100. It ticks along nicely. Conservative returns, but you're going to get returns, and that's what I like about it. The other one is then I use the longer term investment. I've got the Invesco one in there, and I've kept it really straightforward. I've used the FWRG, but that's accumulating. Now, I've done that because I don't want to be getting dividends in my business investment account. There's already going to be tax implications when I come to sell this, and I don't want to have to deal with that. That's up 7%. That's up 7% since I started it. £1,700 that I've made through my business investment. And I don't have it all invested. I have about £30,000 invested into it, I think, which means I've still got £20,000 to invest. Now, I should have just put it in straight away, of course. That's what I talk about all the time. But I held a bit of cash back because I was just nervous about the investment business account. It's not something that I've ever used before. But look at those returns. Look at it. On a year view, it's absolutely flying. 6 months, flying. 1 month, flying. 1 week, flying. Now, this is, I've always said, when we get to these points, it's important to get some perspective. That means that if you'd have invested at any point in the past, your portfolio will be up right now. No one knows what's going to happen tomorrow. Reiterate that as much as I possibly can. It could go down from here, but I'm not going to be taking any money out of this for a very long time until I liquidate the business, this business, the one you're watching. So I'm very fortunate to be in a position where I can do that. That is last year's returns from making silly little videos about investment pots, 73k there. Some of it, of course, is going to be tax, it's due. And in here, 148,000 pounds. This is putting me way ahead of where I ever thought I would be. And this is just the beauty of consistent long-term investing. I'm not going to sell out of the market anytime soon. I do predict that there will be a crash coming imminently, because there always is. There always has been. There always has been corrections. There always has been crashes. I will ride it. I've been through enough of them now to be able to deal with it. And once you can go through a few of them and deal with it, it changes your perspective completely. Let's have a look at this as well. So as you can see, just need to go back to, it's not that long ago. Where is it? There. 1st of November 2023 was the last time I was in the red in this portfolio. I invested through all of this red. I kept going. Red, red, red. I spent a whole year in the red. Over a year now. We're 18 months in the red. We're nearly 2 years in the red. What did I do? I just kept going. And what you will see at the moment is there's going to be a lot of stock pickers. They're growing exponentially on all the platforms, and good for them. I hope they have success, but I just want you to be careful when you're listening to them, taking advice from them. Yes, they might have seen ridiculous growth, but just keep an eye on them when the markets start to go the other way, which they will eventually do, and that will happen. Are they still going to be giving you stock picks, selling you discords, all that sort of good stuff? Here, long-term investing, do it for decades. We've been on this journey together now for 4 years. I've been creating content on this channel, and we will do it until I reach the point that I'm financially independent, and I'll just continue to help as many people as I can possibly get started. Now, if you haven't already started, by the way, all the links to my favorite brokers are linked to you know where. And if you've got any questions, let me know.